Alright, this is Demonocalypse going through some replays I did of World of Tanks. I've played all of these games already. I'm fairly certain I remember what is going to happen at any one time. Right now I'm experiencing some minor lag, not exactly sure why. However, I'm fairly certain I can control what little there is. Anyways. Okay, now, I can't exactly remember what actually happened in this match. I'm sorry. I should have gone through this first before showing it to you guys, but I think the sound could be a little loud. That has nothing to do with it. And I know there were some people yelling at me to stay over here. Oh yeah, now I remember. For the most part, I remember what happened during this match. Down south, we have a heavy, 2 mediums, and a light going south route. Someone's pinging them at the moment. I'm going to scope out the enemy area to the south. And sorry about the no volume thing. However, it's a lot nicer when I don't. Of course, I can't hit the broadside of a barn for some reason. Yeah, that had been happening a lot for some reason. My shells just kept on going very high or very low, either one. Just checking to see if I could hit that BDR over there. I'm not sure why the shell didn't actually go through, because, well, actually kind of makes sense. I only have 160 millimeters of penetration. He has 150 millimeters of armor, and at that angle it probably adds a good 5 centimeters or so. What's good is that I've kind of picked up on where to shoot him, kind of. You gotta shoot at, let's just pause this for a second. Okay, now, on this, some people, they know where to shoot. Like, he's got the tumors on the top, the tumor right there, the other tumor. And then, if I remember correctly, this area of the engine compartment is very thin. However, I actually ended up shooting at the tumor here. Which, as you can see, was super effective. Not really, but still. I think my only kill during this match was the T-50. I got some good shots in on one of their T-38, T-59s. Sorry about that. Now, one thing they have got to fix is just being able to select whoever the heck you want to watch at the moment. That guy, Healer Wagon, spammed help because he's got 2 Type 59s on his ass. And somehow I'm going to hit this guy. I don't quite know how. I'm going to hit him and I'm going to hurt him. Not by very much, but it's going to... See, 228 damage. That guy's over there. And that KV is kind of just sitting there. But we won. So that was relatively good, and see? However, it's the 3X event, and I only got 1,395 experience. Now, how much is that? Around 400, which is, frankly, it's bullshit. I'm sorry. I know I didn't do that well. I didn't get to shoot at many things. However, it is utter bullshit. On to the next match. I may be doing more of these. I may not, depending upon your reaction. As you know, I depend upon you guys to know whether this is a good idea or not, because my view on things is slightly slated into whatever I think is good or not. So, on to the next match. Alright, this is Demonocalypse, again with another replay. Oh yes, now I remember what happened. if I go down the valley side, I ran into a couple of higher tier tanks than me, and I ended up killing one of them somehow. Oops, dang it. Okay, there we go. I think this may be better for reporting on battles, but it just doesn't display the franticness I feel during the battle, so I don't think it's that good of an idea, and it's still a bit loud, I know. Sorry about changing the settings in-game. It's a little bit better, wouldn't you say? Now, this is where it gets kind of fudgy, because, yeah, there's the E-75. I bounced off his front plate. I'm fairly certain it was his front plate anyways. I never really get to see where I shot him. But most of my shots from here on out are typically towards his side or his belly. It's just, I can't even see his main part of the front of his engine right now. And then there's another one of those, it went right through critical hit bullshit. And I end up using my repair kit here to repair my track. And I tracked the T-20. Unfortunately, we don't have enough artillery to cover every angle. We need at least 2 or 3 artillery on this. I'm not sure why everyone's so damn happy that we never get any. Now, if I remember correctly, we actually lost this match, despite me doing wonderful, in my opinion. However, it's all based on opinion, so... Yeah, and accidentally getting this guy's way. There's a T-34 behind us. He actually ends up dying real quickly. Yeah, and end up blocking their shots for a short while here. As you can see, I just damaged the E-75. Yeah, I don't think this portrays the right amount of franticness I felt during the battle, because now I'm all calm. I already know what's going to happen. I blindly shot because there was a shell that came over me. You'll see who had shot at me later. There goes the E-75. The T-20's right behind them. And I just got derped to shit. Unfortunately, I can't reverse. I can only pause. I wish I could reverse. They also need to add some sort of replay manager or something along those lines. Boom. I keep on forgetting where I shot at this point, but I know I ended up with 2 kills. But one thing I did notice in this is that the reload time that it displays when I'm in replay mode isn't as long as it is when I'm playing normal gameplay. And the bullet ended up exactly where we're supposed to. Now, this part gets a little bit boring simply because I'm trying to hide and shoot at them at the same time while hitting them. However, I don't have a lot of luck, as you can tell. Okay, I'm fairly certain that was from an artillery piece, but I have really no way of knowing. And I'm fairly certain that, again, yeah, an M41, that was from an artillery unit. Now, I should be exiting the game any second now. Yeah. I kept on switching between the tanks, then, that should be the end of it. I guess it doesn't end, technically. Alright. That's the end of this replay. On to the next match. Alright. My next match was in my Hetzer on Maravanka. Now, This match went fairly well, I'd say.
Let's get this show on the road.
Though, what killed me was the fact that the bullet didn't go straight. Kind of that, and kind of the fact that I forgot to move after a while. The action doesn't really start for another minute or so, really. It's cutting out on the sound, and I had predicted that I could shoot at that BDR-G1B. I couldn't, so I ended up shooting at the E2 heavy tank over there. And now there's that E50 over T50. Tried shooting at that. I ended up hitting this building for some reason. I think this could be useful. The only problem is I need to speak differently than just stating the obvious. Proceeding along with the Allies, going up the hill, kind of, and there's a BDR G1B in the open over there. Not sure if he's going to shoot at him yet. And he's proceeding. He's going to take the shot. Takes out their track. Another slugger and a Jet Panzer IV. Still shooting at the BDR G1B. The G1B has no clue what's going on, it seems like, or he's just shooting at blindly. And he got one-shotted by something really, really big. I presume it was it was an artillery piece, a grill to be exact. Okay, that slugger just rammed that KV, and now it seems like we're going to shoot at him. We missed. I wish we could do an instant replay, but we can't. We haven't gotten that feature yet. And we're dead. Alright. Okay. So, that's the end of that match. After that, I pretty much exited the game as soon as possible. As you know me to do when things are not going my way. So, like I said, I made the mistake of sitting in one place for too long. I am not absolutely sure what killed me. I'd love to be able to go backwards, but we're not allowed to do that for some reason. So we'll just be going to the next match. Alright, this is Demon Eclipse and my AMX 38 ton. Now, all I can really say about this tank is that it's a piece of shit that should never have been put in the game. I already released my full view on all of the the lower level French tanks. They are pieces of shit. The best gun you get until tier 5 has 66 millimeters of penetration. Now, as you know, that fucking sucks. Now, I'm surprised I even survived this freaking battle. Now, see there's a B1 there. Piece of crap. Nothing fears me because I don't have a good gun. Everything will kill me. A lot of things can one-shot me, for Christ's fucking sake, because I don't have a good gun, and I don't have good armor, and I don't got good speed. It's like the Triumphant. You need speed, armor, or gun. I have none of those. The first Tier 1 doesn't have any of those. Tier 2 doesn't have any of those. Tier 3 doesn't have any of those. The D2 barely complies with armor, and that's about it. But at that point, everyone else has 75 millimeters that can derp the shit out of everything else. So what's the friggin' point? So, as you can see, I'm slowly proceeding across the field, barely topping out at 24 kilometers an hour, even going downhill. Then I get my top speed is 25 kilometers an hour, so it doesn't matter. And my gun is a piece of shit, as we all know. I cannot hurt anything whatsoever. So there we go. We won. And times 564 divided by 3 is... They're patronizing me. I got like 100 something. I hate this tank. I hate this tank line. The first tank that I'd probably do good in would probably be the BDR G1B or the AMX 13. I think it's the AMX-13. I can't remember exactly. Anyways, on to the next match. Alright, this is Demonocalypse reviewing a replay with my D2 medium tank. No, actually, I'm fairly certain it's a medium tank. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways. Oh, crap. Bit too fast. Now, the Top Gun on this, if I remember correctly, has 66 millimeters of penetration. As you know, that means utter jack, squat, nothing, nada, zip, zilch, zinga, zanga, bye-bye. And it remains the Top Gun for the next tier with the B1. I think it's a B1 anyways, I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, in this match, I don't think I did particularly well. Even with the Top Gun, I ended up bouncing some ridiculous hits off of other tanks. Now, I know this guy has a gun even worse than me, and I also know that my armor is better than his. So I just angle slightly and let him pick away. And aim for the turret because I can penetrate that rather easily. And he's always got to face his turret towards me in order to do damage. Disabled his track, yada yada yada. As you can see, this takes a while. I turn around and thinking I'm going to help these guys. Now, if I remember correctly, I made a rather dumb decision by not sitting still and trying to shoot at a T2 medium tank or something along those lines. Yeah, T2 medium tank. I just proceed right past the AMX-38, something I could hurt relatively easily. I ended up getting a shot in the ass by it, and then I think I ended up dying here. I can't remember exactly, though. No, I guess not. No, I remember now. It's going to take a little while to get over there, though. Oh, come on. As you can see, I shot someone, Panzerkampf 35 ton. Now, I think we end up losing this due to someone capturing base, but I can't remember. No, wait, I remember now. I don't remember because I remember because I don't. We ended up winning this one due to side out. Now, I say the 35, 38, and 38 NA are pieces of shit, but for some reason the AMX line is still better than it. Don't ask me why, all I know is that they're better, which just means that the 35, 38, and 38 NA suck that badly. So, on to the next match. I did fairly well in this, got 3 kills. Some guy with a Panzerkampf 38 H73 5F. I don't even want to pronounce that. I got 5 kills. He did great. I'm not sure how much health he ended up having at the end of the match, however. So, on to the next match. I know I missed some points here and there, but on we go. Yeah, one thing I wish they would add would be an in-game replay manager, because it's just ridiculous having to tab out of this and tab back in. But anyways, one of the things I noticed is that there's a way to increase my frame rate by around 20 frames a second during normal gameplay. Obviously, this is normal gameplay I'm recording. I'm getting about half of what I usually get. So around 25, 30, something like that. And this moron shoots me! I didn't report him. I wanted to. Believe me, I wanted to. I don't even know his freaking name. And then this happened. Somehow his track went inside mine. And then I'm asking him mad about something because he shot me. And then he says, Spory. I don't understand how Spory goes into sorry. We ended up losing this match simply because, guess what? I got the second gun on this thing, which guess how much penetration it has? 45! Even with the 66, I wouldn't be able to hurt a freaking KV, so I don't even see the freaking point of carrying it. The B1 BIS, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is a piece of shit. It needs a better gun. Once multi-turret is added and we can use the 75, it may be useful, but then again, it won't. It just won't be useful. Somehow I ended up well, I didn't end up killing him. The AMX-40 did. As you know, the AMX-40's top gun is something along the lines of, I think it's 86 millimeters of penetration, which is still utterly crappy, but it's better than the 47 point shit. So, on to the next match. Alright, for this game I had loaded in a bit late. As you can see, I'm in my Tetra and free camera mode. And might I say that this tank is okay. It's certainly better than the French counterparts, I can say that much. Just because it's got speed, the armor's okay, and the gun's okay. It's got 1 out of the 3. The gun can't hurt anything in its tier and 1 tier above it, so it's nothing to be ashamed about. As you can see, I'm shooting at another Tetric. I end up missing a few times. And I shoot blindly, hoping that he'll show up there. And then re-aim, and then end up stealing the kill from the PZ2. I have no idea if he complained against me or not. I think someone posted something in the... Or was that a different match? The only thing I don't like is trying to keep these matches straight in my head, what all happens. Because I don't want to take... I would like to be able to take the time to watch all the matches and then comment on them later. However, I do not have the time. If I was able to control what, like the time codes and stuff in the match, like when I was able to shoot, like there's a time bar at the bottom that I could select from, I'd love that, because then I'd be able to select what time I would be able to. Then when at the end of the match, I could just restart the damn thing. But right now they got a fairly good replay system in. But it'd be nice to be able to see everything the enemies are doing and everything your allies are doing, even if you couldn't see them in match. As you can see, I'm shooting at a T1 Cunningham. Killed it, amazingly. Not really, it's like a tier lower than me. And I'm shooting at this Tetric, hoping to hit him here. I miss, and then I go all suicidal on myself. There's the Tetric. I end up getting killed by a wall tractor because I think it's a good idea to do a drive-by on it. But it turns out not to be a very good idea. And as it currently stands, half my team is trying to advance towards their base, and I'm not sure what the enemy team. I'm fairly certain we won this one, however. On to the next match. Alright, this is Demonocalypse. I'm in my T34 right now. This match went fairly good for me. However, everything's 2 tiers above me, so I gotta watch where I am. Make sure I don't get one-shotted by something a hell of a lot larger than me. It would have been nice if I hadn't sped too far ahead of my allies, so that I wouldn't have had to wait here. But my not waiting also gave us the sighting on the ARL-44. Now, the ARL-44 is, I believe it's a tier 6 or 7 French tank, French heavy. It's actually a fairly good tank from what I've seen. It just, and the I think it's either the first turret or the second turret looks really wonky on it. All right, I should have slowed down for that bit, but yeah, I definitely should have slowed down for that bit. The tumor growing out of the side of the BDR G1B's head, I was shooting at it. It's got the weakest armor on the thing, and the tumor, the accessory slot, whatever the hell you want to call it, growing out of the head, it sucks. There's an M4 medium tank, an M4 Sherman. I'm going to be shooting at it for a while. There's a priest, and I actually kill this thing right here. I end up getting a few shots in on this M4 Sherman, and then I end up going around to shoot at him from the rear. However, it doesn't work as well as I thought it would. I mean, I did kill him. I got shot in ahead of my ally, so it didn't turn out that badly. Now, can never remember. Yeah, there's a giant rock in my way. No idea where that shell came from. And then there's this KV here. I hurt him, he hurt me. And yet my allies are way the hell back there, not even trying to attempt me. I think we stay like this for like 2 minutes or something, and my allies don't go forward at all. They pretty much just go forward into this area and then hide behind buildings. So that's a kind of a pain in my ass. Needless to say, I eventually get tired of it and end up rushing the KV here, only to die by its cannon. I end up almost killing it, however. I know my gun won't be able to do that much damage. Right at this point, I had quit the game, and that's what happened. I can't remember if I'm fairly certain we lost this one, however. On to the next match. Alright, this is, well, you already know who it is, because this is a very long video compilation. Anyways, the video compilation here has been going on for roughly 24 minutes. I hope to finish it up with this one. This was a rather lengthy match, and as you can see, I go up this way. Just going to free up my camera here. And then I turn around because I notice there's no support to south. Okay, and this is an interesting bit. Now, I can't remember if it's this point. I don't think it's for another like minute or so. But I ended up shooting at the. I think it was on the bridge. Anyways, this match was fairly interesting simply because of this guy over here. My alt button isn't working for some. There we go. Sasaki Yoshio. Okay, I fired the gun. I don't know if that was my damage or someone else's damage. However, the thing lit up and he lost a track and he lost health. So one of those had to have been me. I think I was the damage. However, I never got any confirmation from my crew what I had actually done to him. Just going to speed it up a bit. Nothing really interesting happens. Just running into a few things here. Blah, 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 blah. And, okay, now the interesting bit kind of starts here. There's the IS-3 again. And this guy I will be shooting at for a long while. As you can see, I actually managed to damage him from the front. I'm not exactly sure where I actually hit him, but I did manage to hurt him from the front. He's going to keep on bobbing in and out between this building for some reason. End up bouncing a shell off of me here. I kind of look around a bit because there's enemies back there. And then I hurt him again from the front. I have no idea where the shell is hitting. All I know is that I'm hurting him. And there's artillery. Artillery will be the bane for me in this match. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. I think artillery got those guys. Yeah, the IS-3 and artillery got the two guys over there. And I'm gonna proceed over here. You can see another KV over there. I'm actually gonna end up killing him and the IS-3. There's the IS-3. As you can know, I did almost all the damage to him. And there he goes. I think that was an amazing moment in and of itself. The other KV is around there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I ended up thinking about turning around here, and for some reason they can see me, so I got a arty shell right up my ass. Oh, it was an ARL-44. It was a heavy tank. He was probably up on the ridge there. It's really annoying when you can't see something that should be in plain sight because it's so farking huge. Anyways, this has been Demonocalypse. This has been the end of a very, very, very long video. Thank you for watching.